Feature Friday.
The freshest. What up, people? Welcome to Feature Friday. Today is Friday. How's your Friday going? And we're about to check out some Filipino great female singers.
Yes, we're gonna...
I'm excited, okay?
It's very hard to sort of put every singer from a specific industry or a specific region of the world into one podcast. It's actually bloody impossible.
Yes.
And there's obviously some iconic singers that we're probably not going to check out today that we've checked out plenty. Like we checked out last week Morissette. So we thought we'll give kind of these spots to some singers for the first time that we've never checked out. And we did do a male version of this, so if you'd like to watch that, you can. We did it like a month ago.
I think we'll link it on the description below so you can go to watch that if you haven't yet. And yes, just discover some of the male Filipino greatest vocalists.
Yeah, of the past and sort of the present. Today we're obviously doing the female, and we're trying to do sort of, the most iconic names and also some new names that, in the community, like underrated names and whatever the fuck that means. But because it's sort of beginning as well, right? There's also quite interesting because there's the new scene of pop in the Philippines. We're not going to dive so deep into the new people, but there's definitely a podcast that will be interesting to do a part 2 of, as so many groups have debuted and things like that. Today as well is probably appropriate to announce that on Sunday on Feature Friday Plus, we'll be joined by Enamori.
Yay!
Who is an upcoming artist. She's Japanese-Filipino.
That's right.
Or Filipino-Japanese, I don't know whichever order. She was born in Japan, grew up moved to the Philippines, so Japanese-Filipino.
Yeah, but her dad is Filipino and her mom is Japanese.
Yeah, I don't know. So well, she is an absolute wonder.
She is fantastic, and I love her music.
She's got fantastic music, so I definitely encourage you to, regardless of where you're from, support artists from all over the world and tune in. She's very nice.
Discover brand new music.
She's very nice. She has a very good musical pedigree. So she has a classical background in terms of she grew up a pianist. So it's really interesting podcast. Do tune in. That'll be 12 p.m. UK time, Feature Friday Plus. And apart from that, enjoy our song.
All right.
It's a different one. I'm a huge Austin fan, so.
Got your head in the clouds, you don't know who we are. You're afraid of the dark, and you will fall apart in my red room.
Yeah.
You'll fall apart in my red room.
Yeah. Hey. Turn up on me. If I call you, better pull up on me. Little mama wanna come along me. If I call it, mama better fall up on me. The follows on me, I got the liquor, I don't drink, but the bottles on me. Tell her go full throttle, chica go deep. She's got a mind, yeah, but she's alone me. And I'm slaying Chanel's. They wanna clap me, but wearing no shows. They wanna chew in their back, and I told them no pictures, but she wanna blow me until you put that on the ground. I'ma blow your pictures, taken down when they blow it to hell. Saving it, sickening like the scale while I'm teaching this prince how to spit it like a native. They're taking notes, they're missing it. You want it all, I'm dissing it. Doing it fast, she licking it, making it hard, I'm kissing it. Drinking it fast, I'm sipping it. She filming and I'm clipping it. I'm out here and she's gripping it. Don't wanna get my feels in it, so I just got started and I'm finishing. Just got started and I'm finishing.
It's hard to know who's gonna be weighing you down. You got your head in the clouds, you don't know who we are. You will fall apart, yeah, you will fall apart in my red room. You'll fall apart in my red room. The devil set aside 1 minute from the start. Nobody wants to try, and nobody wants to try to save you. Nobody wants to try to save you. My friend ran from the dark 1 minute from the start. Nobody wants to try, and nobody wants to try to save you. Nobody wants to try to save you.
Hey.
Now is the time to
Turn up on me. If I call you, better pull up on me. Little mama wanna come along me. If I call it, mama better fall up on me. Yeah, follow on me. I got the liquor, but the bottles on me. Tell her go full throttle, chica go deep. She's got a man, yeah, but she pull on me. I forgot about Chanel, switched up for Jess, straight out of jail. She goes naughty when licking and spitting lyrically. She'll make you bust out the cell. Look at this face, you cannot lie. I can see you stood up when you tried and you failed. Waiting you lock up, but I'ma make you confess, and we will probably end up in jail. Y después lo cambio. Y esto no es la clase de intercambio, pero todos sabemos que no soy un santo.
Así que debe haber una trampa y por lo tanto quedo blanca del espanto. Yo te tengo una mira, tú estás en rango. Dale, dile que yo te puedo desencanto.
Okay, so to start off, we're gonna start with the bang, because why not? I mean, why the hell?
Well, Vale likes a lot Lea Salonga, right? And she's...
No secret here.
Because obviously, in case you're new to the channel and all that stuff, Vale did a lot of theatre here in London. And like the person that everyone aspires
Jazz
to be
hands.
in London, it's Lea Salonga.
Indeed.
That's what everyone wants to be like.
Everybody, mate.
Yeah, literally.
Everyone, sir. Because she should be knighted. She should be knighted.
How do you
by
get
the
knighted
queen.
in the UK if you're a woman?
I don't know.
What do you get given? Miss?
The title of lady?
Lady, that's right, lady. Like lady.
The lady title?
Lady Lea
Lady
Salonga.
Lea. That's...
I wonder what she would have to do to get that. Like Murray had to win Wimbledon twice.
Oh.
You know,
Yes, you do.
She did Miss Saigon. She did
Gary
Les Mis.
Barlow. Well, Gary Barlow got knighted.
He was what, Backstreet Boys.
No, he was from Take That.
Take that. No.
Take That.
Yeah, so she should probably qualify, wouldn't she?
Right?
She's basically half British.
No, she's definitely not British at all, though. I think
No,
they
but she
do-
speaks so perfect. Though.
But you have to be British, right, Mom?
I don't know.
It's like a requirement to get knighted.
Oh, that's what it is. She can't get knighted then.
No, she cannot, because she's not British, born.
Oh, fuck.
Shame, though, right?
That would be one of the things if I had a time machine, I'd do.
I wish I had a time machine.
No, just change the rules where Lea Salonga could get knighted. And people in the past would be like, who is this Lea Salonga? And then until she was born, that's when it would make sense. The chosen one, Lady Lea Salonga. Anyways, I've never seen this. This is a performance of her in Mix.
Yeah, I actually haven't ever seen this before.
And apparently not many people have seen this either. So quite interesting. Shout out to the people in Mix.
Shout out to the people like me. She
Gotta
brought out a whole orchestra to mix.
Yes, she's worthy.
Look, a whole freaking ass orchestra. Sing it, girl. This has 2006 vibes. Yes, mother, it is beautiful.
Mother's here present today.
Hello, people.
You light up another cigarette and I pour the wine. It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
She looks so good with long hair, dude.
It's
Yeah.
starting to get light. Now I'm right where I wanna be, losing track of time.
What Lucia's like.
I freaking love her.
Was still
I love her.
last night.
Yes. Continue. She brought the whole orchestra.
I've never understood how that works because
The whole orchestra.
you would imagine when it's sort of like slowing down, he would also go a bit slow, and then you go big, but he doesn't. They went like that, and then they just came in off of the tempo of that. What?
It's not.
I'd get even more confused.
Well,
Like,
yes.
does this mean in? You would imagine, right? That's natural.
Okay, you
But it
don't
didn't.
remember. You obviously paid zero attention. You obviously paid zero attention to the years in choir, did you?
Zero.
Yeah.
Zero, nothing, nada.
Yes. This is a very clear sign. Wonderful.
Yeah, nothing. I did a lot of choir when I was young. And I remember and regret all of it.
I actually have pictures. There's pictures of Tiny Frucho standing there in
Please,
the frame.
can we find them? Do you think?
I
Or is it
don't
too much
know.
of a hassle?
You have some, Mama.
Me asleep.
No. He's look standing there
Quiet boy.
with the
what am I
most
doing here?
fed up face
They have
ever.
to introduce a percussive section because of me. Because I was a percussionist, and my mother and father and Baleska were trying to encourage me to sing. Because learning the technicalities of singing.
I really didn't have much of a say.
But I didn't care. You should. To be fair, I just wanted to hang out with Walucha.
Wherever I went, you went.
Yeah. So, because when we were young, we were really like that. Then we became separated by sort of life, and then we're back together. How about that? but
How about that?
so they
Hey.
sort of encouraged me to do this type of shit. and with
not crap.
orchestras and all that stuff.
would you say
No,
shit?
for a kid though, for me as a kid, that was quite boring. Now, amazing.
I think Mom found some pictures. Listen! Look at that tiny person.
The guy in yellow.
The tiny yellow
Yellow,
dude.
that's me. The thing is, she couldn't find a pic.
Happy.
Yeah, she
You're
couldn't find
so
a picture
bored.
of me.
Oh,
Dead.
I think there are some pictures in rehearsals.
But anyways.
Efra's like sitting, we're like in rehearsals and Efra's the only one sitting down.
Yes. Anyways, continue into this. Go on.
Like you're in another world, but I can read your mind.
Look at her posture.
How can
Look at that woman's posture.
far away, lying by my side?
I love her.
When I go away, I'll miss you, and I will be thinking
Nice chord progression.
every night and day. Just promise me you'll wait for me, 'cause I'll be saving all my love.
Dude, that's a look.
for you. And I will be home soon. Promise me you'll wait for me. I need to know you feel the same way too.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I'll be home. I'll be home.
Yeah, that made sense.
Mom?
Oh! Yes. Who doesn't love a Spanish guitar?
When I go away, I'll miss you, and I will be thinking of you.
You see what's interesting though? You look at her, like how lifted she is from underneath and how forward and up her chest is. This area here.
I'll be thinking of you.
It's really
And you see-
immaculate posture.
Yeah, and the really great thing is that she's not really touching, she's not really kinesthetically finding her her positioning like you think she might be.
Well, but let's
She's
remember.
actually anchoring from the latissimus dorsi down. Like so so that lifts this part up, the chest area, which only allows you to find more grounding. And even if the song is really delicate, like this particular piece, you have absolute control of how vulnerable you want to be, and that only comes from that anchoring. And it looks so pristine, like so well put together. It is strangely fascinating to watch.
Every night and day, just promise me you'll wait for me, 'cause I'll be saving all my love for you, and I will be home soon.
Levels to this game, man.
Indeed, indeed.
Promise me you'll wait
You see, it's so
for me.
anchored.
I need to know you feel the same way too.
Nice.
And I'll be home. I'll be home. Promise me you'll wait for me, 'cause I'll be saving all my love for you, and I will be home soon.
You could even see that she places the notes before she sings them.
Promise me you'll wait for me. I need to know you feel the same way too.
Ah,
Theatre.
And I'll be home. I'll be home soon.
What a banger.
oh, what an ending. Oh, what an ending.
Okay, so a couple of things. I think it's probably worth mentioning that you said go back to maybe the bit where they focused on her.
I just want to see the full body. Yeah, a full body shot.
So-
right here.
We shouldn't assume that everyone sort of knows what you meant by kinesthetic feeling.
All right,
What she actually meant was kinesthetic awareness, which means that this is something very... perhaps the definition of this is, not to sound redundant, but it's how aware you are of how your body feels or the feedback that your body gives you when you perform a specific movement. This applies to sports, this applies to music,
Yes.
this applies to painting, this applies to everything. And you have receptors in your body. Kinesthetic, it's feel and touch.
That's right.
So what Bali meant by that is like she can feel her lats being engaged and
So
she's
the
aware of all of
muscles
them.
underneath your armpits. That's how you would like put it into common speech.
I don't presume that you didn't know this, but I think it's also fair to presume that some of you did and some of you didn't. So I think
Right.
it's probably
Well,
good to-
so to break it down really nicely, that she's so grounded that she didn't even sway, she didn't even move
one spot, right?
Nothing, and the same posture that she got in this setting. That's exactly how she began the song, and so that gives absolute complete freedom to the abdominal wall and the relaxation in which she chooses to utilize the muscles. Because for this type of songs, the vulnerability, the emotional aspect of it are king. They're the main purpose of the song. Given that also the fact that it's so orchestral, is such a big arrangement musically speaking. The focus is always on how what? How you can communicate openly the emotion? Yeah.
Communicatively.
Thank you.
That's a tough word.
It is, right? How can you openly communicate the feeling through the acting? And sometimes when the songs are so sensitive to movement, physically speaking, the best approach is to strip absolutely everything out of it. And the approach would be on diction and intent and storytelling through emphasis in the phrasing of the singing itself. It becomes very minimalistic, but it's one of the most effective approaches when it comes to emotional songs, emotional pieces. And she's one of the greatest examples, even in modern music today, to copy when it comes to trying to find fragility and precise emotion that communicates really well. Gosh, can't speak to that.
That's why she's one of the best singers,
That's
probably
right.
from the Philippines, of all time, I'd say. Because not only because what she's done sort of in terms of singing, but what she's able to do through singing, because she acts and does a lot of musical.
That's right. The
It's a
acting,
different skill.
yeah, the acting through song is, I believe, is a skill any singer should learn.
Acting
'Cause-
through, so.
Yeah, acting through song, the understanding and of the requirements of the songs themselves.
Aid the performance.
That's
of course.
right. Whether you wrote them, whether you were given them, whether the compositions have been already prearranged for you or not, I think the ability to access emotions because of the acting and the understanding of the lyricism through the music should always be required, especially for balladeers and people who sing from the heart, you know?
Fair enough.
Yeah, what a song! What a
thought-
performance!
I think it's obviously quite popular, this performance, but because it happened so long back.
it's actually
No,
not.
they posted it in 2017.
I know,
it's
but
probably not from then.
this is one of those performances that people
Probably
apparently
forgot
don't
about.
know much about.
I think they knew when that
What
shit came out, but maybe they sort of forgot because it is an unlike environment for like a sort of TV performance sort of
Yeah.
thing. But anyways, let's perhaps move on to perhaps a much more modern, like a new generation. She is, I guess you call her, is KZ Tandingan, by the way. She's no longer new generation because she's sort of doing things of an established artist now. Like
Yeah.
she's been doing this shit for quite a long time actually.
Yeah.
Even though she still looks like she's 21 and she still has that youthfulness about her. Her music's really maturing, which is really nice. And she's just released a new song not long ago. She's definitely released the music video yesterday when you guys
that's
are
right.
watching this.
Yeah.
And it's called Winning. It's from our friends at Tarsia Records, which is obviously lovely. And the video apparently is trippy as hell because you guys were saying it's weird. So let's
Let's
give it a watch.
have a look. Okay, I'm super excited.
And she's also my favorite artist. I'm the Philippines.
Mine too.
Laya, huwag matakot, abutin ang langit.
Ooh. Okay, we're on a different planet. Yes, girl.
Six life forms.
Detected.
Haunted by the memory of love stuck inside of my mind.
Whoa, weird.
Nice.
If we could do things differently, we would, but I ain't got the time.
Her voice is freaking unbeaten, dude.
Taking the high road, I let go, I let go.
Ooh.
I really hope you're on the same thing that I'm on.
Nice, nice, nice.
Oh, 'cause I've been winning.
I see that coming. Ooh.
I've been winning. What about you? I've been winning.
Whoa.
It is
That's so
great.
weird looking.
Listen, look at that. Just enjoy these visuals. I mean, come on. Fantastic. But what I love about this particular song, though, it's you got a cool combination of like tropical pop that is perfect for this time of year, right? Because the sun is coming out. There's more of the sunlight in the world. Somewhat not so much of the cold.
That's where we're recording this. It's actually quite sunny and it's like 7
Yeah, it's
here
really
in the
nice.
UK, London.
I love that. Finally, but then you get this really cool vocal forward type of pop that I don't think it's as common because you don't often get people that are this great at making this genre work. So you get a lot of that unfiltered, like untouched, proper vocals. So they feel very organic.
Yeah, I mean,
to the track.
someone like Casey is really intriguing to me. Not from like just an artistic perspective, but also like commercially speaking. Like, what do you do with someone who, at least in my eyes, is like one of the best live performers at the moment? And I'd put her up against anyone, and I'd still put my eggs in that basket. Because she, even if people may not know who she is, she'll be a memorable performance.
That's right.
Say if it's like a festival or something, they'll be like, oh, that girl, yeah. That's what I think that's the effect she has. So commercially speaking, it's really interesting because what do you do with someone who's so good live, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you also need to make them commercially appealing to the masses with their studio music.
That's right. Yes.
So yeah, the fact that she's sort of doing this pop commercial sort of vibe with the quirkiness and the peculiarities that she has naturally, because I think her personality is also like that. She likes experimenting with things. She likes trying new sounds and being experimental as she can be in the booth and stuff like that. So it is a super interesting composition. Obviously more on the popping commercial side.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see perhaps where the song evolves. And
I
stuff.
love the production of this track, though. It's really bumpy. It's really refreshing.
Well, no
too.
produced it. I'd imagine maybe moves or something like that.
Maybe. Who knows? We'll check out the credits at the end.
I've been waiting
Yeah.
That's so bizarre.
I love the fashion too. Love the styling. This is great.
Even when the diamonds in the dust, a diamond still a diamond.
Yeah.
Okay.
Taking the high road, go valley, go.
You see what I mean? Those raw vocals on top of everything. So
Yeah, that's just real.
yeah, I love that.
Oh yeah, I love that.
I've been winning.
Oh damn.
Ooh, it's catchy as well. Come on.
I've been winning.
That's my favorite part.
I've been
Fuck, you know.
Listen, when you're
Their
tiny,
platform on that.
when you're small, every inch counts.
Yeah, I think if you haven't seen the podcast with the KZ, I mean, I'm a bit biased, but I think it's one of my favorite podcasts we've ever done. and I'm a bit pissed they were so short because you're such a busy woman. But I think you're exactly the same height. Like
We're
you're
exactly
4'11".
yeah, we're exactly
So
the same
you
height.
both wear like fucking 7 inches of.
Of platforms.
Yeah.
Also, can we have a look at this visual?
Yeah, the effects are class.
Are absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
This is so great. I would love to know also who did the styling in this music video because they ate.
What was the other previous song? 11:59, right?
Yeah, that was fantastic.
They were sort of trying to do such a difficult concept of a recording process for that video.
A one-take type of music video.
Yeah, so that's the benefit of having sort of the balls to try and do things like that, because then you do improve, and then you end up coming with new ideas, new concepts as a team, and as an artist you become more comfortable with those kind of difficult endeavors, and then hopefully the more you do them, the more rewards you end up reaping.
Well, the thing is, like, you need an artist with those type of foundations that are naturally experimental, that because otherwise there's no much to push from, there's no much growth.
I'll say it like this, if this song wasn't KC, this would be trash.
Absolutely, I totally agree.
But it's just,
and it's not because of the production, and it's not because of the approach to the track itself. It's just because this genre tends to be very predictable.
Yes.
and kind of like it takes away the charm of human touch, and I think that's one of my personal opinions on popular, I don't know, in commercial pop. Yeah,
it runs that risk. I mean, that becomes pretty obvious.
Yeah, it becomes a little too computerized, a little bit too, it loses the human essence. And I what I like about this particular song is that it doesn't, that you still hold a huge chunk of that organic vocal feeling.
Yeah, I mean, visually it's gone the complete opposite way.
Which is awesome.
And then however the way the sounds being mixed and produced, and the singer KC have decided to go the complete opposite way of sort of your natural pop song, in terms of you are making it as sort of real as possible, but then the visuals are as surreal as possible.
Yeah,
which is a really nice juxtaposition. It's really nice.
It really works. It's
Without you,
Shout out to the dancers.
akala mo ba ako'y
Oh shit!
Alay na iniwan walang dahilan, diretsong binitawan na para bang walang pinagsamahan. Nauna nahirapan, tumayo at lumaban, pangamba ay pinangunahan, minahal ang sarili, pangarap ay inabot. Ngayon din ang sino sa'kin, dalawa ang limon. Yes, I've been winning without you.
yeah.
I've been winning. What about you?
What about you?
What about you?
You see, it's so organic. I love that. It's a vibe. Ooh, nice harmonies to end. Cool.
Winning. Damn.
Easy Tandingan.
Not gonna lie, bloody bags in it.
Okay, let's see if we get any creds down here. Okay, of course.
If
Yes.
anyone has the lyrics, please drop them below.
All right, the director was Emil Kirby Balaktas.
Oh, the producer was DJ Flicked.
Oh, nice.
DJ Flicked, The Way, KZ. Well, it was written. These are the writers, but the producer was
Jonathan
DJ
Manalo.
Flicked.
Jonathan
Nice.
Manalo writes a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't familiar with DJ Flicked. It is quite a unique sound. That's why I sort of guessing move.
Oh, here's their stylist, the dancers glam team. Oh,
Label head Chris, let's go.
hello, Chris. Hey, shut up. Nice, dude. This bangs. Not gonna lie. Mark Familara.
Yeah, literally just dropped. So I mean, I'm sure show it all the love possible and all that stuff.
Yes.
And let us know what you thought about it.
This is a great track. Again, it's perfect for this time of year here in when the seasons are changing. I know that in the Philippines you always have this eternal summer, but
I think also like when you have an artist like
so jealous, right, Mama?
when you have an artist like KZ, it's also like because you do the progression, right? You there's covers and there's sort of then original songs, and then there is mixing both of it's like learning from both worlds, like when you did your own original music, when you did the covers, what can you create now, what represents you now, what story do you want to tell. So it's like it's like a whole journey, and it's actually quite a difficult journey. It probably doesn't get the credit it deserves, but really impressive. I like it. I think it's definitely going in the right direction for the world to getting to know more of KZ.
Yeah, this is definitely world conquering moves right there.
Anyways.
And I love that. I love that.
Let's perhaps then, because we're talking now about pop, let's perhaps then go all the way back. I don't know when this performance was, but it was in mix, so it's probably like early 2000s.
2005.
2005. And let's look at what the Philippines considers, and what I would agree with as well. She's a very impressive performer, and it's none other than Sara Geronimo.
Okay,
In terms of pop.
considers-
But I think she's gonna sing some like ballad shit.
I think so.
Let's go! I love Sarah's ballad, bro. Same as like KZ, I love her slow stuff. Oh man, it's so good. Anyways, go on.
Turn her.
Yeah, it is
Okay,
ballad.
2005 low-rise jeans. That is the look.
She embodies that look really well.
Yeah.
That's like the Sarah look, bro.
You say that you've always been true.
Yeah, sing it, girl.
Looking in your eyes, I see you lie.
Come
You're
on.
trying hard to hide that there's someone new you found out. You want me to,
Damn, even her diction is like.
you
It's
still care.
perfection.
How can you hide me this way?
Yeah.
Everything I knew was love in you. How could you try pretending your love was never ending? Now you can't even say that you will stay. How could you say you love me when you would go and leave me? How could you make me hurt so bad when I have loved you more than anyone could do?
Damn.
You believe the pain that I'm feeling now because of loving you.
Brilliant. Oh, come on.
Yeah, look.
She is great.
So Mother and I, Mother Ballet and I, we're just discussing, like, we were just talking about different industries and stuff like that, and we came to the conclusion, both Ballet and I, that, I mean, we've said this publicly, so I don't care saying it on the podcast again. And I think the Philippines probably has the best pedigree in terms of vocals, in terms of singing, because the natural, what would you call it, the common denominator in the pop industry, especially because that's what Sara is kind of known as, so we'll judge her based on that. The common denominator, look at the charts nowadays. You tell me who has that type of quality in this environment, 100% raw live, right? That's a charting pop artist. You can count them with your hand, and just the left one. That's it. Especially of the new generation.
That's true.
Rena Grande is outstanding. Camila Cabello is really good to her own right. Billie Eilish does well. I don't think she'd do well in this environment, but she does well in other environments. She's very impressive. Lady Gaga, she's not sort of new generation, but you know what I mean. But she's fucking impressive.
Adele.
Beyonce, but Adele is not new generation. They're like,
Yeah, but so it's Beyonce.
exactly, like Beyonce, Adele, Lady Gaga. They're not new generation. They're sort
Yeah.
of, they're in
They're
that odd
contemporary to each
situation.
other,
Exactly,
yeah.
they're in that odd situation, which is like,
They're
it's not
already
early-
consolidated.
Yes. It's like who else? Like nowadays, you know, Yeba, but she's like, I guess you could kind of new generation because she's blown up now.
Yeah. No, that she's like, yeah, but you're correct.
You know, but she's not a pop artist. She's an alternative artist.
that's
As
right.
alternative as it gets.
Which is so freaking good.
So it's like I can name them with my hand, and do correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe both hands. I'll be fair. But the common denominator isn't to have this type of pedigree as a pop vocalist. You're not meant to be able to have this high of skill
So
in
there's-
singing.
Yeah, I think what happens with popular music is that a lot of the times the foundation gets neglected, and that's not the case for the Filipino music industry. The foundation is everything. Thereafter, you can build, you can experiment, you can make pop and make it work in environments like Wish and I mean, I'm pretty impressed with the girls from G22. that type of music does not work in live environments at all. And then you see it with guys like SB19, and they make the ballads sound outstanding, but what is more impressive to me is how they make the pop
tracks
that are literally all made in studio, and they're meant to be just good in studio. They're not supposed to be great sounding like in a live performance, because it's all about the performance. It's about what they bring on stage, the type of hype that they create on stage. It's completely different. So they're tailor-made for that. But the fact that they can make them work in environments like this, in environments like Wish, that talks volumes about the foundation of the singers themselves.
And it comes down to what I've always said: the market sets the damn demand.
That's
the
right.
Filipino market is really tough because the perceived standard of singing, it's so high. It's so unrealistic in comparison to what it is in other parts of the world. In terms of the like people wouldn't even. The thing is, it's really hard to understand that the demand and the expectation of live music in the Philippines, in places like the Philippines, it's so fucking high.
Well, I know a lot of friends that are musicians and have worked in the Philippines a lot of times before, that they say that
But they were foreigners, we mean.
Yeah, they say that one of the toughest crowds to please is the Filipino crowd, because the
guys know music.
expectations, exactly, the standards of the audience, like what the audience is expecting on a live performance, is so high that even the Western standards are not good enough. So people have to really step up their game when they go to the Philippines, and I totally understand why.
And I'm not blowing, like, I'm not just saying this to saying it. I'm not chatting shit, as they say.
No, it's a fact. It's a known fact.
The TV is the best example I've got of that.
Yeah.
Look at Filipino TV music, and then look at any other
From any other
industry
place in the
music.
world. Yeah.
One's real, one isn't. I'll let you choose which one is. One has world-class singers putting it all on the line, betting their house on the line, betting on their technique, on their foundation of being able to sing under pressure.
Their whole image is on the line.
And they're doing it raw, 100%. And then there's other industries
where they guard.
Yeah,
they protect the artist.
And obviously, you know, some of the ones where it says the image is a big deal. I mean, obviously the South Korean industry is very serious on that. But I don't mean the South Korean industry. I mean it like you look at the US.
Oh yeah.
That's a really particular one that I'm not afraid to sort of point out, because it's something that they've done so. It's like it's expected. I mean, to a certain extent, you know, you're going to TV perform, you're not going to sing live. Which I have to give credit to, like people like Jimmy Kimmel and the Fallons, the Jimmys.
The Jimmys.
They are letting them actually give me some raw sound. The concern is you're bringing people like Lil Baby on, or you're bringing people, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, maybe they keep that shit. You know, maybe they keep the studio sound. But when you bring people like Phineas, let that motherfucker sing.
Yeah.
Because he's good enough. You know what I mean? Definitely good enough. When you bring Yeba onto the show, let her sing, please.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna hurt her stock by not being able to show her magic.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
In a live performance.
But again, it takes special individuals, and I think there are very few. They're very rare right now in the industry. And I'm gonna quote.
I don't know if this is controversial to say, because I'm such a saying names and stuff, but.
I'm gonna quote other musicians that they're like Masego. He tweeted the other day, like halfway through the pandemic, he was like, believe me, real music will make a comeback real soon, because it's true. It's like there's a hunger, there's a new demand in the global market. But I think the Philippines has always been like that.
That's why my approach with the Philippines is like protect at all costs.
Literally, it's a gem of the world.
It's what I think the world should be copying in terms of standards of live
I
music.
agree.
Because it makes the music industry better. But again, I don't want to blow on anyone's horn. Anyways, go on.
Continue, Sarah. Please do.
You hurt me this way. Everything I knew was loving you. How could you try to take your love was never ending? Now you can't even say that you would stay.
language is so
truly
nice to
invested.
look at it.
And mistakes are gonna happen. Things are gonna go right. Things are gonna go wrong. She's gonna be sharp in some moments. She's gonna be perfect in others. That's live music.
Yeah.
Live music isn't flawless. That shit doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It's not real,
Totally
bro. I'd much rather give me something real at world class level. Yes, sure, but than something like that's perfect and it's not real. It's like, fuck off.
It's true.
It's
Like,
like-
what's the value behind that,
Yeah.
right? Like, there's no value.
I don't want to
there's
watch
no charm.
robots play tennis. I want to watch real people play tennis. When they miss,
Yeah.
even if they're at number one in the world, when they lose, when
Yeah.
they win, when they break a racket, when they're showing emotion.
Absolutely.
I see real stuff. With music, I don't know why the standard is so different. But anyways, go on. It's just been in my mind lately. It's pissing me off.
I agree, but her body language is so charismatic. Also, her vocal mannerisms, they really come to shine in this type of like the songs. They really become really tangible, which is really nice.
When I have loved you more than I want to, can't believe the pain that I'm feeling now because I'm loving you.
Resolution.
I can't seem to understand how can love be so unkind. Still broke my heart despite what I've done. Still my love was not enough, and I've given you my all. I can't take it anymore. How could you say you love me when you would go and leave me?
That was so
How
strong.
could you make me hurt so bad?
Yeah.
When I have loved you more than anyone can do.
Oh, so that's why the build-up tension was coming, because of that fucking section.
Pain that I'm feeling now because of loving you.
Can you see the abdominal wall working there?
Was she really?
Of loving you.
Bravo!
That was a difficult ass song,
bravo.
mate.
You know what? She was holding back. She was holding back towards that climax of the song. So the falsettos that we were focusing on earlier were actually her holding back,
Really
and
controlled.
it was really clear here in the abdominal wall release that where is it? Must be around here.
Make me hurt so bad when I have loved you more than anyone can do. Can't believe
Okay, so if you pay attention, guys, pay attention
tummy.
here in this part of the tummy.
the pain that I'm feeling now because of loving you.
Did you see that big release?
Yeah.
That big release. So in theater technique, what she did, that she released the breath down to her tummy, to her abdominal wall, all the way down here. Yes, go ahead. Woo, woo, woo.
I don't think they can tell though, because I'm wearing
Because
black.
you're wearing black.
Yeah.
Right. Anyways, the point is that the whole breath released to the bottom, like to the bottom of the tummy. So that's great technique. But to make it better, to amplify that technique, what actually happens is that you leave it in that position. You don't let it bounce back, because that bouncing back actually creates tension in the abdominal wall. But because this is a delicate type of song, and her approach is so acoustic, the tension that she's creating in the abdominal wall therefore translates really into a really delicate airflow. So she's controlling there how much breath and how much texture she actually can find in the vocal folds. So it's all a game of adjusting techniques to adhere to the best performance of the song.
Yeah, I think it's also, that's what I mean. It's
It's
like
really good.
that type of performance is adamant to what we're kind of discussing, because if you have enough technique and foundation to rely on during difficult moments like those, you are allowed then to put yourself on the line because you have that technique to sort of fall back on, not just sort of natural talent or vocal mannerisms or how well something is mixed or how well something's being mastered or how well you're listening to yourself. You're really relying what the fuck relying on your technical ability and your technical fortitude. How strong has that foundation been built
laid,
on and laid on?
Yeah, this particular song, this particular track it's strongly
oddly difficult.
Yeah, it's oddly difficult, and it's not because of how the song has been structured, or not because of the key change per se, because that was actually the easier part for her, is the holding back towards that climax and then still maintaining the fragility of the song itself. That's what's actually really difficult, because you're not singing to the maximum of your ability. You're not engaging in 100% of physical singing, which the songs tend to push you that way. So you're physically pulling back, and then you could see that tension building in the abdominal wall, and that physical release towards the end was a shout of relaxation of the body. It was like is a reflex. But it's a reflex, but at the same time it's a reflex built upon great technique. You know?
Okay, so
Awesome.
let's do a first timer. Someone
Okay.
who we've never heard before, and it's a brand new name. We try to do a couple of them today. Actually, there's gonna be like a compilation at the end from GMA that has like a bunch of new names that we've never heard. But this is Carol Banawa, and she's gonna sing Lingatanka or Lingatanka. I think that sounds about correct.
That sounds about
and it's
right.
also a mix. Oh wow, I might as well call this a mix special. I didn't know.
I didn't know either.
I like mix though because the way they mix things is very realistic to
Well-
what it would be live performance.
Yes, right. It's
Wow, no pun intended.
I know, that's why I said lol. But
I intended all of it.
the grade. I mean, all of you have heard a gig or something in a live environment before, even if it's karaoke. The feel of this particular sound engineering in this atmosphere, in this vintage videos, is that it feels very realistic to what you would get when you buy a ticket and watch this performance live.
Yes.
So let's go.
Sitting down.
And it's just a piano and her.
Nice piano.
Yeah.
Sa buhay kong ito,
Oh, what a sweet voice.
tanging pangarap lang
Ah!
ang iyong
Oh, and she's pretty as well.
ay makamtan
Makamtam.
kahit na sandali.
Kita ay mas
Basta ligaya'y tila pa walang hanggan. Sana'y di na magising kung nangangarap man din. Kung ang buhay na makulay ang tatahakin, minsan ay
Stillness.
madara pa, minsan din ay luluha.
Oh, that's absolutely gorgeous.
Maninindig
She's a pretty woman too, man.
sa buhay mo ay may nagmamahal pa rin. Iingatan ka, aalagaan ka. Sa puso ko ikaw ang pag-asa. Sa ating mundo may gagabay sa'yo.
I love this woman and I love this song.
Alay ko'y itong pagmamahal ko. May nagmamahal aakay sa'yo.
Okay, I adore the sweetness. Gosh,
I'm in love.
it's absolutely wonderful. There's
Look at this
there
woman,
is
mother, look.
yeah. I mean, Mama,
Mother,
look at that gorgeous woman. And that's the voice. That's the face behind the beautiful voice that we're just hearing.
Well,
Absolutely stunning. Look.
Ang alay ko'y itong pagmamahal
Right? She's a good-looking woman.
Perfect.
You're correct.
I don't think she's young now. I think she probably has kids and she's married and stuff. But I'm just saying, I'm in love
Yes, I totally
with that
agree.
voice, dude.
Yeah, perfect.
But you know what makes you know what ignites that feeling of absolute complete endearment is the fragility. Is I know I keep saying that today. That's the word of today's podcast, fragility. But it is the vulnerability of her vocal texture and the approach to this particular song. So it's very much like how you would sing to a baby. It's like a lullaby approach to it. It's soft.
Yeah, dog, sing
It's-
like that to me.
It's soft.
Put me to sleep.
It's delicate, it's breathy, but it's bright and it's really well calculated in the diction, and gosh, it's brilliant.
I should probably stop saying that I'm in love with these women that I don't know, because when I see these videos, I don't know how old they are. That's one of the problems I've sort of noticed lately. She could have been like 17 there.
Oh, yes, that's
Yeah.
true.
So that shit gets weird. Yeah. FBI knocking in my door and shit. You know what I mean?
I understand.
I think it happened with the G22 girls. I didn't know. I don't know how old they are, and now I'm fucking panicking.
Yeah, I don't know how old they are
Right? Because
either.
they could be. Look, if you're in the Philippines, you could be anywhere between 18 to 41. You look the same.
It's correct.
Maybe like 18 to like 37, 38.
Even men.
Yeah, men are really weird as
Men
well.
are even scarier because they'll be pushing 50s and they'll be still looking like they're in their 20s.
So I mean no harm by that, but also Exhibit A, Christian Bautista. Yes, vampire level shit.
Indeed.
Even his wife thinks so. Anyways, go on.
Yeah. This is great, dude.
I love this song.
Yeah, yeah. Yes. Yes. I love it.
Sana'y di na magising kung nangangaramdamin.
Nandi, what's the girl from Mecano?
Ana Torroja.
Ana Torroja. She kind of sounds a bit like this.
Really has the same sort of
Yes.
sound.
It's very sweet and soft, and it's very bright and like high pitched.
Yeah.
But it's like aniñado. I don't know how to say that in English.
Childish, childlike, youthful.
Youthful. Yeah, I'll use youthful and bright. Yes. Yes.
Sweet, youthful, and bright.
Correct.
That's the way to describe Carol Banawa.
Yeah.
Also, she's single.
Oh, afraid.
And I'm sure she's like 40 now.
Move on. Move on.
Buhay na makulay.
That's a beautiful dress too. Like it doesn't help.
Minsan ay madarapa, minsan din ay luluha. Di ka na pag-iintim, pagkat sa buhay mo ay may nagmamahal pa
It's a nice tempo of the song too.
sa puso ko ikaw ang pag-asa.
That's absolutely brilliant.
Sa ating mundo may gagabay sa'yo. Ang ali ko'y itong magmamahal ko. May nagmamahal.
Dude, she's been perfect so far.
She gives me Princess Jasmine vibes.
Aking inay, ikaw ang nagbigay ng buhay ko. Buhay na kay ganda. Pangarap ko na makamtan ko na.
Yes to the sound engineering.
Na makamtan
What the fuck? She's been perfect.
ko na.
Yes, sir.
Carol Banawa. Ladies and gentlemen. What a first time.
Oh, Google her, please. We need to know
Banawa.
more about her.
Wow, she's fantastic.
It's a mixed live throwback performance.
Ooh, I wonder when that actually happened.
Carol Banawa.
Banawa, yes. Show me Google.
So, I mean, look at that.
41.
I told you, yeah. I knew it
She's 41.
because this sound was really popular like in early 90s.
Wow.
Early 80s, late 80s, early 90s.
She is a
Better known,
in the
go.
Philippines. Let's go.
So yeah, she's based in the USA.
Oh, she's based in the US.
Carol Claire Aguilar Banawa, better known in the Philippines as Carol Banawa, is a US-based Filipino singer, actress, and nurse.
Oh.
She is a Star Magic Batch 4 alumna. Also, sort of, she was under Star Magic.
Ah, maybe she came from like a show.
Early life discography. She had how many? Wow, she just released one in 2010.
Oh, just says a decade later.
Oh yeah, true. Fucking oh yeah, I meant to, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Star Music.
Star Music did
Is she
a lot
not
of stuff.
making any more music now?
I don't know.
No.
Please, mate.
Hiatus.
Oh, she took a hiatus.
Yeah, she
Banawa took a break from the Philippine music scene in August 2003 to attend to the treatment of her father.
Ah.
Oh no, he was exposed to carbon monoxide. She obtained an associate degree in nursing and graduated summa cum laude
Oh my god, she's a brain.
from the Northern Virginia Community College in Washington, D.C. Wow, that's so bizarre that I know all of this now.
Oh yeah.
Isn't
Wow.
Wikipedia? Wikipedia gets a bit weird sometimes.
It
though, 'cause
does a
then
little bit, like, it's a
you-
bit too intrusive.
You
a little
kind
bit.
of know them better than most people then after you read the Wikipedia thing.
Well, it's funny though because there's some people that are like, "You're really using Wikipedia as your but yeah, where else, dude?"
That's how I graduated. So
Question me
yes.
now.
I think the lighting changed and I would look really, really
Dark.
purplish. Really
It's
purplish.
okay. We do.
Fuck it.
Are we
got-
magenta though? That's the one where you should be careful with. Magenta is bad.
Yeah, I think we're kind of magenta. Can we change it?
Okay. Right in my feed. I really have to see it.
I think I
6 feet
fixed it.
tall in a compact.
Well,
I hate TikTok. I actually do love it, but I hate it at the same time.
let's continue and let's perhaps, let's check out Regine Velasquez. And we're gonna check her out in mix actually as well. Wow.
Wow.
What the fuck, dude?
Oh, mix, baby.
Yeah, well, fair enough. I mean, it's
enough.
not a bad thing.
Fair enough.
This is Come In and Out of the Rain. One of the songs that we haven't heard. I don't know if it's a cover, but we've never heard this from Regine.
Isn't this a musical song?
I think it might be a musical song,
I
right?
think this is from a musical. But
Now,
I could also be tripping balls.
yeah, true. Pitch perfect performance, the enunciation and pronunciation, or also known as diction.
Yes.
Okay, well, thanks for fucking scrolling through.
Sorry, I just ran. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Me. Let's
There
have
was
a look.
we're also debating on which songs from Regine to do, especially when we do stuff like Zara or like KZ or singers that we're familiar with. But we have the opportunity to sit down and dive deeper into the discography, and we thought this was the best because Ballet for some reason chose it. So I'd imagine it was the best choice, and you guys requested it. But anyways, go on, let's give it a watch.
Okay.
I must recommend, in case you didn't know, an underrated Regine Velasquez song is In the Clouds. What an absolute banger. Anyways, go on.
Is
it In
that
the
the
Clouds?
name? Is that the name of the song? I think that's the name that you want to give the song.
It's called. Okay.
I don't actually think that's the actual
It
name
is.
of the
It's
song.
Regine Velasquez. Say On the Clouds.
I think you're.
On the Clouds. Or The Winds of Love.
It's not. On the wings of love.
Clouds Across the Moon.
That's the name of the song, you see? Yes, that song bangs, dude. Uh-huh.
It's like a weird alternative.
It's like jazzy.
Hey, darling.
Woo!
How you doing?
doing?
Put it up in there, bro. Then we'll go with this. Maybe we'll close the show with that.
Okay, deal.
Okay, so this is Coming In and Out of the Rain.
I think this is a musical piece. Why do I think that? I don't know. My knowledge has failed me lately.
Been a while.
Oh, this woman.
You said you believe
Ew,
that we
Young Regine.
find love
I don't think that's the same song I'm thinking.
together
Never.
happily. After all the wrong I've done, you feel that I'm still the one to give bring it on to you. You told me that you
So unnecessary.
never change. Welcome me into your arms again. Come on and out of the rain.
Why?
There's a place in your heart to love me again. Happiness and joy you bring when you call my
That was one breath.
Come on and out of the rain.
Or is it? Why do I know this?
Yeah, what the?
Why do I know this? This is very strange muscle memory. Must find out.
Yeah.
Please.
Come. Oh, you search up on Google.
Come in and out of rain. Why do I know this? Oh, what did I do?
Come in out of the rain,
Come in.
which is a song from the 1980s
Stop.
musical by Wendy Moulton.
That's not. You stop it.
That might be the song though.
I
You
think
spilled
I
coffee.
just spilled my whole drink over my pants.
Really?
Yes.
Oh shit!
That's okay. We're okay. You don't have to see it.
It's Wendy, right? Yeah, it's Wendy Moulton. Yeah, it's an R&B song. Moulton, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and it is-
1992.
Oh,
It's not a musical piece. Why do I know this? Who
maybe
knows?
it's just a hit.
Who the hell knows?
Maybe it is the same
Yeah.
song. I don't know. Probably. Go on.
I think so. I think that's the one.
No one but you, but I'd stray. I know I made you blue. You've spoken to my very soul. You warmed my heart that once was cold. Now I'm so glad to know you told me that you loved me if I never changed. Welcome me into your arms again. Come on and out of the rain. There's some place in your heart to love me again. Happiness and joy you bring when you call my
That's
name.
one breath.
Come on and out of the rain.
You know what's cool though? I had to do a
Cool.
cabaret.
What is a cabaret?
A cabaret is like an intimate acoustic, like this type of environment, similar to this, where it's like a pianist or maybe like a double bass player as well as a pianist, and then and then you just sing songs to like a small crowd. They're sitting down, having food or drinking. It's
Was I in the crowd?
I don't remember, probably.
Because I don't remember what cabaret is, but I do feel like I've been to several.
I think you have been to several, because I did more than one. So yeah, but I remember in the rehearsals.
So there I was, clinking champagne glasses.
Yes, indeed.
Or listening to a lucha sing.
Oh.
Is that what it is?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Okay. The thing is, like, in the rehearsals, you have to sit in this, like, really cool benches, like this one, like, stools.
You mean a chair?
A stall. No, it's a stool.
Stool, yes.
Yeah, good that you have, like, a little ledge.
The fuck
Where
is
you
a
put-
stool?
I don't know, bro. English is not my first language, okay? Give me a break. Hey, give me a break. The point is, I fell flat on my face in one of the rehearsals.
Ooh.
Because my heel got stuck in the little ledge where you're supposed to rest your feet in.
Yeah.
And for some reason, like, it wouldn't come out, and I fell straight into my face. It was not pleasant, but that my hands saved me.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah, but everybody laughed.
Well, you're also not the heaviest human ever as well. If you were maybe heavier, on the heavier side, that's quite a lot of momentum to try to stop.
Indeed,
With
but
two little wrists.
yeah, but I survived.
Very good.
Didn't actually hurt my face either.
Very nice.
Yeah, but I just looked at that, and the first
thought
thing
of
I thought was like, oh, go off she goes.
Yeah, I hope not, mate.
About to
Fucking hell.
kiss the floor, but I always think of that. Now I'm afraid of the stools.
It's got a good structure in the back, isn't it? It's got like I don't know.
Just got like an action. Oh, you mean the set?
Yeah, it's quite a good set.
I hadn't paid attention.
Some people spend a lifetime looking for
This ledge. You see that ledge?
I got you.
but I have
That's the ledge of death.
here all of the time. Why did I try
God damn. The funny thing is, when you're at that high level of anything, you can take liberties, right? And like you can try and do things, acrobatics, just for the sake of doing acrobatics. And like there were so many things there that she just did them just to prove a point.
No, I think she just gets bored.
Yeah, she has that. No, to
like
prove
it's
a point, like it's just because it's easy. It's because
It's
it's
like,
fun.
this song is too simple. I must do something exciting to keep myself entertained.
That's so ridiculous, dude. Like,
Wow.
I wonder what it's like to be at that level of anything.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Me too. Well, I wonder what it's like to be that good at something.
Yeah, that's quite mental.
It is insane. Wow.
Yeah, maybe what it feels like is just you just have more realms of possibilities. You just have more options than the sort of average singer.
Definitely. I mean, look at that.
But
what is-
overall, you still have that sort of judgment lurking in the back of your head.
well, I think that's what pushes the singers to be better, though.
Well,
they
that-
constantly keep pushing to strive towards that excellence.
Yeah, that and also her ceiling because of her innate capability is quite mental. And plus, she's obviously quite dedicated to that singing.
Oh gosh, dude, it's insane though, because when you look at her singing posture in that stool bench / thing, where I fell off my face, the leaning forward actually creates so much tension in the abdominal wall, in the frontal abdominal wall, and she was actually forcing that forward movement. Where is her anchoring? God knows. Because that means her anchoring is actually falling in their abdominal wall, which then makes me question where is the freedom to find such reach, right? So much capable muscle movement in her larynx.
Yeah, and she likes to play with the
Yeah,
journey of
when
the
there's
song
so
too.
much tension here that would technically it would suggest that you don't have as much freedom. Like all of the tension gets then pushed forward, it gets pushed upwards.
Yeah.
That's not the case for her though. She intrigues me a lot of the time. Some other times when you see her standing up and singing, you're like, okay, that makes sense.
Bit more understandable.
Right? That makes complete sense. But then you see performances like this where her posture is so incredibly...
At the end, you can really
Yeah,
tell.
like, look, it's all forward. It's all here. And she's actually pushing her body weight towards her thighs. Which
She could really faceplant the floor.
and-
Goes a bit more
and look,
forward. She really
and look at her heels are hooked. Beautiful heels, by the way. But so, and even though her back is very straight, her shoulders are really pulled up. So there's a lot of tension here, and she's moving forward. So technically, with the technique I've learned, that wouldn't work.
Right.
That wouldn't work the way it did.
Hence why, and I think that's also hence why, like if you look at sort of YouTube and all that stuff, you see so
Wow.
many vocal coaches and stuff being sort of
Try to break
amazed.
her down, yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Maybe
a mystery.
could be because of that. I mean, she's very intriguing for very peculiar, so many options, but many reasons. But I think
All her body weight is frontal. Look,
Yeah.
all of it is coming here.
yeah, that's one of the things like you can tell the perfect combination. Maybe not perfect combination, but both roles at play are sort of genetic predisposition, larynx flexibility, biomechanical predispositions to things, and
Yeah, some
an
people.
insane amount of work and an insane amount of focus on technical ability.
Yeah, some people are just truly gifted by God, though. Like, yeah.
And I mean, we wouldn't know who she was if she didn't have that type of sort of ability and concentrated approach to technique and practice and like her aptitude towards rehearsals.
Yeah, her professionalism and discipline overall.
And then obviously perfect timing, things, the industry happened and all that stuff, and that tiny little bit of powdered luck,
Yeah.
God's will, and then bam, you have Regine.
Bam.
It's like a Powerpuff Girl.
Only as if,
That's all you need.
That's everything you need. just that.
Why haven't you done it? Anyways,
Funny.
let's travel to the well, maybe not the present, but she is, I guess, very new generation, and she's quite young, and she's performing with one of our friends as well, Jaya, which is super cool to say.
My friend.
Yes. And her name, I don't know how to pronounce it properly.
Ilona?
Ilona Garcia.
Ilona Garcia?
And she's gonna perform in the Wish Bus,
Okay.
called Maybe a Little Bit. She's also with 88 Rising.
Cool.
I don't know what type of music she does.
Filipino power, let's go.
What imagine R&B.
Well, JR as well mixed. Okay, she is a vibe.
It is. Ah!
Okay.
And she's wearing Michael Jackson merch.
This happened 2 years ago.
Believe all your friends, believe all the mission.
Oh, okay.
You can say what you want, but I'm here to stay with you. I tell you to give up, but I'm willing to change for you, I may be. Yeah. Over sensitive, but my feelings aside for you. Get a little defensive, but my love for you's endless.
Turn
Know
up.
that I love you so much, maybe a little bit too much.
I guess I'm thinking about my baby. No, no. You know I'm all about you, baby.
It's hard. His entrance is hard.
Dude, this man woke up and he chose
Violence.
Power.
he chose violence, okay? That no it comes in so strong because everything's so like velvety.
power,
It's
bro.
like
Damn.
everything's so velvety and so sensual and everything is like really low key.
She's the vibe I was looking for today.
She was.
I chose the wrong album. God damn it. I'm so disappointed.
do not say the name, please.
No,
do
but
not.
you know when you listen to artists when you're growing up and then maybe,
Your taste evolve and then you go back and then you're like, ooh.
wow, that's garbage.
Did I actually like that? Yes, I told you though. I was
The
telling
lyricism
you.
is terrible.
I told you though. Well,
But this is the vibe I wanted. Like, she's speaking about some real shit. It's phrased in a really nice way.
It's
Modernistic.
colloquial, yeah.
Yeah, it's modernistic, somewhat colloquial, modernistic. But her phrasing and her, what would you call it, delivery makes it 10 times nicer.
yeah, and then you go bam, JR.
It's so
Freaking
funny.
punch you in the face.
So funny because it's like a generational collab, isn't it? Of like, because
Oh,
JR is, he depicts a generation of R&B, same as Kyla.
Oh, true.
The early 2000s
True.
in the East. And then you obviously had this sound as well, very, happening
Very
in the
popular,
West.
yeah.
I mean, even he will tell you that he loved that type of music and he had inspirations from all over the world. But now this is the female sound you get in R&B, commercial R&B nowadays,
Yeah.
Oh,
or at least a couple of years back.
even now, I mean, you listen to other artists, like she's like part Filipino, right? Like her,
Oh, yes.
Ella May, she just released a new album. It has this cadence. I like hers though, because hers feels a bit more, what would you call it? A bit more vocally predominant because she's able to do that sound in the Wish Bus. That's what I would say.
You know what is crazy though? When you hear these songs, this mix like done in the Wish Bus, and they sound like they are the actual original
Studio?
soundtrack. Like it's not. I don't know how to explain it. Like
produced.
like it's not produced in the studio, but you're hearing a finished like CD product.
Live.
It's like wow. Hold on a second.
From
You know,
JR, it sounds quite funny to say, but
it's expected.
yeah,
like,
it's, it's not as shocking anymore.
No, it is because that freak. Listen to that.
Well, you
freaking
can look at
entrance.
the reaction 10 seconds ago. It
No,
is still
actually,
quite fucking shocking.
just listen to that entrance because that's stupid. He's like coming in so hard.
I guess I'm thinking about my baby.
And it calibrated
Also,
too.
Yeah, it's syncopated, so you never see it coming.
You know I'm all about you, baby.
He's stupid good. My dad came out, JR.
Imagine a world without my baby girl. Ooh, you know I'm all about you, baby.
This guy.
Too much.
Yeah.
Oh,
come on. Yeah.
I'm afraid to lose you. Day to day numbers question my values. You can say what you want, but no, I'm here to stay with you. They tell you to give up, but I'm willing to change for you, or maybe, baby.
I like how freaking
Minimalistic.
tiny
yeah.
and minimalistic she is with her vocal, like her mouth modulation is so like small. It's like, and it amplifies the feel of the song.
Right, it makes it oddly more attractive as well, more
Yeah.
seductive in that sense, as if it was somehow a whisper or
a secret. Like I'm letting you in into something really special.
yes, or it'd be more intimate rather than if it would be so sort of,
So physical, innit?
physical and big and sort of big pronunciations.
Don't be cockney, no, you just don't.
Bottle of wine.
It's about divorce, babe, divorce.
God bless it, there, man.
I love her now, and she's unbeaten.
Get a little defensive, but my love for you's endless. Know this, I love you so much.
How is she so velvety? I don't get it.
Ooh, I guess I'm thinking about my baby.
Defensive.
You know I'm all about you, babe. Yeah.
This song is nasty.
Imagine a world without my baby girl.
Nice mixing.
You know I'm all about you, baby. Yeah.
Wish exclusive.
Oh, longer.
Wish 1075.
Oh, you killed that. You know that. Come on.
She was also so invested into that piece. You know what's interesting? It's like
You killed that.
their performances and also sort of the characters they have. Well, maybe not the characters, but the lyrically speaking, the personification of the lyrics that they have decided to portray, both like the male energy and then the female energy. They're really well exemplified by their performance vocally. Like if you look at
definitely.
if you look at Jr. sort of big modulation of things and big diction and big effort. Much more physical, sort of what we're taking the piss off before, but obviously done still in an attractive, seductive way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so physical.
Powerful.
It's so invested, physically speaking.
Yeah, powerful, robust.
Yeah.
And then you look at her performance,
It's
and
very
even there,
delicate.
yeah, velvety, intimate.
Small, refined,
Yes.
and very youthful and bright at the same time.
Delicate, and yet, actually, ironically enough, they both do maintain this air of delicacy, which is sort of necessary to create this, to encapsulate love in a song, right?
Yes.
Um,
Especially in the way that they have decided to go forward with the concept of the song. It's very sensual, but at the same time, it's like something very intimate.
well, the yin and yang. That's sort of what you're seeing there.
That's right.
They sort of
It's really well balanced.
yes, and she's quite interesting because it's her piece, right? So it is like, I guess she's revealing that personal section of her or whatever she decided to take inspiration in. So it is a bit softer. It is a bit
Yes.
like this is as
Holding it a bit more dear.
yes,
to
exactly.
her, yeah.
And to him, it's this maximal expression of love because he is the ad lib. He is the voice, the narrator, the voice.
Yeah.
You know, from the top. So it's really, really interesting. That
Yeah, it's a bird's eye view,
Yes.
basically, of the whole interaction.
So really interesting to
really
dissect that
dope.
because it's like much more than what you just get at face value. At face value, you get a good song, commercial value, great singing ability.
Yes.
Technically, then you go a bit deeper, but then also contextually and then lyrically.
Conceptually speaking, yeah, it's also very.
That's a good piece.
It's a very robust
There's
song.
actually much more there than sort of the ear may fool you to just. It's like, it's a good song. Yeah, why do I like it so much? And then you start.
Dissecting. Now I want to listen to the studio version.
Search her up.
Just because.
I'm interested in that. And plus, she's pretty too.
She is adorable. Let's see what she's got.
So she's easy on the eyes.
Definitely. What's her name?
Ilona
Ilona
Garcia.
Let's see.
She has a song called Valorant.
Okay. Entertain Me 4 months
Yeah, she's
ago.
very famous. Wow.
Entertain Me Vivo version.
Nice. Yeah, she's
Okay.
very famous.
Let's have a look.
No, we're gonna get blocked.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I don't mean in that sense. I Google her.
Ah, okay. I wanted to hear something different now.
Is she from Thailand?
I thought she was Filipino.
I don't know.
Is she not Filipino?
Maybe she's half and half.
Okay.
Ilona.
Ilona Garcia.
She's Filipino Australian.
She's Filipino.
Wow, she's so famous. 4.2 million followers.
Oh, wow.
Dude, and she's a good-looking woman.
Alright, let's see. She is...
She's 20 years old.
No way!
So that's perhaps why she has that sort of youthful, delicate,
No way!
naive.
Wow!
I'm not
That's
calling.
cool.
If in case you're watching, I'm not calling you naive, mate. I'm like 3 years older than you. I'm still a Rita. It's a Filipino. Wow, she's born in 2002. How wild is that?
Oh my god.
That's so crazy to me.
She
People
was
were
part
born
of
after
the-
2000.
Oh yeah, right. That's crazy.
I'm only
And that
joking.
they're all and they're adults.
I'm only joking. I was only born in 98.
Still though.
It's just
Because it's
it's
weird.
ironic to me that people say that. Anyway, so she went to Pinoy Big Brother.
All right, where she finished as first runner-up at the end of the competition.
So she must have a personality.
She signed with 88 Rising in 2021 though.
Good on her. Yeah, she has a lot of
Nice,
international appeal.
Nice. I like her.
Imagine, in order to be in some of those shows, yeah, where it's like Bethany
Bethany.
took a dump in Emily's bag.
I think it's different in the Philippines.
I don't know, but to sort of survive those type of shows, you have to be like on guard, bro.
Yeah, indeed. Her first music video was released in 2016.
Nice.
Nice.
And then her latest one is Entertain Me.
Entertainment.
What's the one we just heard?
Well,
The one with
something maybe.
with Jay?
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe that wasn't a title release.
Maybe
it was a
not.
B-side.
Who knows?
Yeah, maybe a little bit featuring JR.
Featuring JR.
2019.
So how old was she then?
18.
Oh, wow. My God, that's
Was-
good.
She was 17 then.
Oh my God, what
Wow.
the hell?
So you gotta be careful.
Awesomeness.
That's so crazy that she's able to write so maturely. But another one like that.
Again, doesn't surprise me. It's the Philippines.
Yeah. Another example of that is like Jada.
Jada.
I was so mind blown by that.
JR, he's freaking cool. I love that guy.
Okay.
Freaking Kings type stuff.
Yeah,
I love
dude,
him.
he's an
He's
impressive
awesome.
guy.
Oh, you're gonna love this because yes, you're gonna love it, people. This
So,
is great.
Another one of our lovely friends and
Another one of our personal favorites, may I add?
yes, also one of my favorite podcasts for sure, Jaya.
Yes.
And this is a cover that we've never seen, and I think maybe people forgot that she might have done this in this specific manner because it's so nice.
A funky version of this song.
We heard bits and bobs of this, but we never actually heard it because we promised to check it out on the channel.
That's right.
Promised to ourselves.
Must keep it together.
Through the Fire,
Through the fire.
the Jaya version.
The Jaya version.
Let's give it a watch.
Okay.
In case you don't know,
Funk, baby.
Through the Fire is a very popular song in the Philippines, originally sung by Nina.
Well, originally made popular by Nina.
But it was actually originally performed by, I forget their name.
Isn't it Chaka Khan? Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. I think this song is by Chaka
Chaka Khan, right?
Yeah, I think so. Now I must know. But I'm pretty sure that Through the Fire is by Chaka Khan.
Through the Fire. And it's actually, Jaya's version is probably closer to what the original is.
Not really.
Yeah, Chaka. There's no way Chaka didn't make that song funky, bro.
Oh no, 100%. Through the, but I think through the
Through the
fire.
wire.
Through the fire.
Not on the flames.
No, I know.
Chaka.
Let's just see what comes up.
It's
because-
Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan.
Chaka Khan, yes,
Yeah.
Chaka Khan. But yeah, it was made popular in the Philippines by Nina, and then Gigi just gave it a brand new freaking boost.
Oh, yeah, true. That's a really popular cover
23
from
million.
G, yeah. Anyways,
Gigi,
go on.
girl.
And I think on the original channel it had more.
Yeah.
You remember they had
it
to
had
open
like
another channel?
it had nearly like 100 million views. I remember.
It's ridiculous.
Stupid
But-
good. Never mind. Moving on. But yeah, the studio version is more fluid than funky.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Look at that set.
You're not trusting your heart to anyone.
Yeah.
You tell me you're gonna play it smart, prove it for a start. But I believe that we've only just begun.
She looks absolutely stunning as well.
When
Gosh.
it's the sweetest love, say no. I want you so I'm ready to go through the fire,
Oh,
through the
those are live backing vocalists.
for a chance to be with you. I can't risk it all.
It's closer to the original.
Oh yeah, there are live backing vocalists.
it's tuned so beautifully.
Oh, that arrangement is so freaking clever. I love the syncopations. I love the cross phrasing, and then I love how it close. It gets to the original, and then her own. Like it's such a great mix of things, situations here. They're just great.
There are several levels to this fucking game, dude.
Indeed,
So
right?
many. There's
Come
so
on.
many. You can be a good singer, sure, but there's so much more above that. Yeah,
Yes.
you can be a good performer, sure. There's so much more above that, dude.
Absolutely.
It's so crazy.
And the thing is, you start watching like live performances, and you start going to performances, and you start seeing other people perform, and
Yeah,
then just like,
I wonder who's gonna be the first Filipino artist that we see live.
oh yeah, good question.
Probably it's gonna be Lea, I'd imagine. Because she's the one coming to London first.
Ooh, oh my god.
Yeah, she's coming to the Royal Albert Hall.
Must get tickets.
Yeah, we'll definitely get tickets. We'll definitely go. I mean, I'd love to be able to go and then actually get to meet some of you if you watch. I mean, if not that, I mean, not you have to be from the Philippines, but I'd imagine some people from the Philippines are gonna travel. That'll be amazing, and we'll have a karaoke for a party. We can go
After party.
Yeah, in Chinatown, there's plenty of karaoke.
Indeed,
that
yes.
I've never been to, so I'd love to. Just
Go.
saying. There you go. There's the open invitation to. As a matter of fact, it'll be an invitation to all of our subscribers. Yeah, if you're going to the Lea Salonga concert, we haven't even gotten tickets yet. Yeah.
I love your planning ahead. Go ahead. Yes.
I'm very bad at planning. I just do shit in the moment.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah,
and I have to carry up with the
I'm
consequences.
telling you, if we go, and we're probably gonna go definitely. And if you're going,
We're probably gonna go.
and
Definitely.
you say to me, "Oh, so are we going to karaoke night?" I'm gonna say, "Yes, we are." So if you see us and you want to greet us, just be like, "So karaoke night later?" Yes.
yes.
I'll just stand there. I'll be like, "Yes, of course." Like that. And then we became mates.
Okay.
And we got fucked up together. As I sing Eugeno Gibbs.
Okay.
Unto your heart is
Funny.
content.
Unto your heart's content. That's the
No, unto your heart. Well, it's the same thing. Unto your heart is content. Unto your heart's content. That's just called an abbreviation.
Okay, wow, you're very
Fucking
excited.
bomb! Let's go! Gotta
Yeah.
be some of the subscribers. I love meeting all of you guys in the other concerts. That was so cool. So cool. Cool. Go on.
May I continue?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
I know you're afraid of what you feel. Still told to you, and I can live if you'd only let me try. You touch me and something.
I see. Give me a bit of hi-hat.
What I can have with you. Well, I'm not ready to kiss that dream goodbye. When it's the sweet, there's no saying no. I want you so I'm ready to go through the fire, through the wall. For a chance to be with you, I gladly risk it all. Through the fire, through whatever comes my way. For a chance in loving you, I take it all away. Right down through the wire, even through the fire.
Oh, that drummer likes to read while he plays.
Oh, come on! What an arrangement!
That's probably an arrangement worth reading, though. That's kind of hard.
Even through the fire.
Wow, cool, right? Dope. How? Oh my god! All that blazing!
breathe.
Did she just
I think she did.
diminished that note?
Yeah, I think she did.
How the hell?
Say
Bro,
again?
her placing is unbelievable.
Right down through the wire, even through the fire.
I think she did, dude. Oh. There was no effort. Look at that throat. Absolutely no effort. Look at it, people. Look. Too easy. No veins bulging. That's the queen.
It's a hard song, yeah. Props to the musicians.
Oh my goodness.
It's a hard arrangement.
Who arranged this? This is a freaking insane. This is dope. What the hell?
That's what you mean by an effortless performance.
Oh gosh, those notes came out of freaking nowhere, dude. Like, and she was so settled on those that they actually made you question where the effort was being translated from. Like,
Yeah.
where did it actually ignite?
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Goodness.
Because sometimes, like, there's so many examples of, like, people like, oh, they've reached the notes or whatever, and they do really well, and you can see the exertion of effort, but they're very rare examples of people sort of being able to excel at what they were meant to be able to do. Like, they exerted enough effort to reach the note, but they had more in the bag, and they're also so relaxed that they make it seem it seems so effortless, and it's so healthy. That's why that woman can still sing
Oh, the
at
way
that
she
level
sings
now.
yeah.
After being a mother and probably taking a break and stuff like that. I think she's releasing some stuff. I don't know soon, but
She's
when we
touring
speak,
at the moment, yeah.
yeah,
in
exactly.
America.
So it's like you to sing at that level, to tour again, years upon years, all the time after then having a life and the stress and everything that comes.
Well, you can't sing at that level if you don't have a healthy technique because
Especially not for that long length of time.
because usage is your worst enemy.
It's like mileage in a
friction
car.
is the worst enemy for singers, and that's exactly what happens when we talk. That's exactly what happens when you sing. Literally, it's your daily life creates friction in your vocal folds, and that's your worst enemy as a professional singer. But you need to shield yourself in that technique, because otherwise you won't have a long career. And
Really impressive.
that's one of the greatest things that I got to talk to her in the podcast. Like, what is the recovery process? Because to go through a tour and sing constantly, it was such a high standard, for such a long time. Her concerts are for like 2 hours and a half of pure proper singing. And
No gimmicks.
definitely not.
Not in a Jaya concert.
No, the most help probably is backing vocalist, and good luck, and that's it. Break a leg, bro. So yeah, it was really interesting to see her approach to the recovery process of it all. Yeah,
That was a fucking impressive performance.
indeed, right? Gosh.
The next one is definitely a first timer. Her name is, I think it might be pronounced
Rochelle?
Rachel or Rochelle.
Rochelle?
Why wouldn't it be pronounced Rachel?
A great that's a really good question.
Right? It could just be Rachel.
It
I
could
don't know
be.
how you do it in the Philippines though, but anyways. Rachel Alejandro. And she's gonna sing Nakapagtataka.
Okay.
Nakapagtataka. Or Nakapagtataka. No, I think it's Nakapagtataka. I think that's so obvious. So,
Of course,
So
of
obviously correct.
Yes.
Anyways, go on. When are you inviting me to a karaoke Filipino party?
I love seeing you suffer.
I was just a little girl.
Ah? Oh, it's live, this shit.
I knew all the lyrics of my dad's songs.
Okay.
As in, kahit tulog ako, makakanta ko yung mga kanta niya. Lahat ng mga medley niya. Pati yung mga spiel niya sa mga shows, memorize ko talaga.
Is she
lahat.
from Las Piñas?
But there was one song.
How the hell would you know that?
She said something about Las Piñas.
So small, and I probably didn't know much about love or having your heart broken or anything like that. But I guess when it's a song like this, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what the year is, because the song is timeless. And
Through her father's.
I'm
It's
glad that I have this song to hang
it's
on
an
to. And I
oldie.
hope that I can pass it on to the next
Yeah,
generation.
it's her father's.
And the next, and the next.
Damn.
I hope you like this one.
Okay. That dress is beautiful.
Walang tigil ang gulo.
Gosh,
Whoa,
her
that's
speaking
unexpected.
voice.
Aking pag-iisip.
Can you turn it up a bit more?
Yeah, definitely.
Mula nang tayo'y nagpasyang maghiwalay. Napaalam baka hindi tayo bagay. Nakapagtataka.
Oh gosh.
Kung bakit ganito ang aking kapalaran. Di ba't ilang ulit ka na nagpaalam.
She's awesome.
Bawat paalam ay puno ng iyakan.
Wow.
Nakapagtataka, nakapagtataka. Sing with me.
Okay.
Di ka ba
Oh, so everyone knows it. Well, it was a concert.
sasawa sa ating mga tampuhan? Walang hanggang katapusan.
Difficult phrasing.
Yeah.
Napahid ng mga luha, damdamin at puso'y tigas.
So those shoes don't help her, do they?
Nope, not at all. Not one bit.
Wala na akong maramdaman.
That's why she's bending her knees. And she's still a bit too forward.
Kung tunay tayong nagmamahalan,
Gosh, what a song though, right?
ba't di tayo magkasunduan? Whoa.
That's good. Oh.
Walang tigil ang ulan at nasaan ka araw na paano ng pag-ibig sa isa't isa.
She has pretty tan lines as well.
Ang nananatiling pag-asa, nakapagtataka, saan na napunta? Hindi ka ba napapagod o di kaya nagsasawa?
That song exploded out of nowhere. That's such a Hispanic approach to ballads, isn't it? It's freaking hell.
This does remind me a lot of
like Spanish ballads
Yeah.
from Spain.
No, not from back home. Not from
No, no,
Spain.
no. Like Malou type ballads, you know?
She likes that run a lot.
That's a hard song.
That was a peculiarly difficult song.
Gosh. What a tough track.
But the reason why she's able to sing it though is because she used to sing when she was small. So imagine if you're a young singer, a young girl, a young boy, or whatever, and then these are the songs that you're singing, as you're a kid.
Family functions and
Yeah,
stuff.
dude, I'm telling you, it's just culturally they figured it out, but they figured it out because
Such a hack.
I don't know. It just
dude.
kind of goes with the culture, given the history of the sort of the karaoke machine and everything like that. But I think it also goes beyond that. They just kind of figured it out. It runs in the family to communicate through singing, to share moments of singing, to share memories through music.
Yeah.
And then that creates singers like that, and that's why she's so. I mean, it wasn't a comfortable song. That is still peculiarly a difficult song
Yep.
to perform live, especially
Also-
with the outfit, and there's lots of things at play here.
I
She
would have
killed it though.
Definitely. Very impressive. I would love to know where in the set this is. Like
There is
how
some
far
fatigue
in.
there, yeah.
Because that has a lot to play.
It's also quite.
It was pretty tense up here in the
so
shoulders.
it's already tension, so it could be really early on. So that I doubt
No,
it because
this
she's
is
so comfortable
the
in
type-
the speaking section.
And the type of tension that you see up here, that's due to fatigue.
Yeah,
This type of tension that you create, bringing your shoulders up, that's only something you do because you are trying to redistribute the tension, the fatigue that you're getting in this area.
Right.
So the only other way your body naturally does it, so it brings everything up.
what's that word? You've somatized. Somatized. What's that word?
I think it's, I don't know.
Where your body.
Physically translates tension, like stress. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stress. Soma. I think so. Because it's somatic stress, right? But what is it called when your body
Like, how do you conjugate the verb?
somatized? How do you conjugate that bloody word? I don't know. I remember I had to do a presentation on that when I was in school.
A lot of knowledge there.
So obviously not. Well,
Okay, to close it off.
let's do a Queendom. This got very requested. It's from GMA. I don't know why we left it last. I have no idea. But it sort of seemed appropriate to close the show. However, we are closing the show with Regine Velasquez. Jazz song. But this is GMA Queendom. Now, there's a couple of names that we don't know. Actually, probably about 4. I think Julianne, it's here. San Jose.
I
I
love
think
her vocals, dude. She's so
Jessica Villarubin.
good. Villarubin.
Villarubin? Villarubin, we are saying in Venezuela,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Uh,
Jessica Villarubin.
Yeah, she's here.
Okay.
There may be another familiar face, but apart from that, out of the 6 that are here, I have no idea who.
And this is Rita Daniela's All Out celebration. So
Who is
it's
Rita Daniela?
Good question.
I'll tell you. Look, Rita Daniela is a singer, of course.
Of course.
From she's from the Philippines,
No
but
way.
she's 25.
She's 25?
Usually when they do these things.
So they have like 50 years in the industry.
Oh no, it
right?
says Rita Daniela's All Out celebration. So she is there celebrating,
What?
singing.
Her birthday?
Maybe she joined GMA.
Ah, okay.
Maybe she joined the network, or it's also AOS Power September. So maybe she's celebrating, I don't know, girl power, all that shit. You know,
Oh.
that's like a thing sometimes, right?
It is a thing.
Yeah. Anyways, go on.
Okay.
Maybe we're gonna see Rita Daniela perform.
Okay.
She's
25.
she's 25. Yeah.
She's really pretty. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, that's loud.
Sorry, I didn't.
Nice dresses. I look sparkly.
No, it's been some time.
Oh my god.
I think that's her.
Then on my mind, you see, I haven't been the same
Yeah, that's her.
since that
Yeah, she can sing.
November day. So here I am. Can you please tell me?
sing. I called it. I wish I would have said it, but I said it in my head. She's such a vocal tease at that beginning, and then all of a sudden, because I'm like, she
Alto power.
she has so much in there. She has a punch. She has a knockout punch. When is it gonna come? And then bam.
You know what? She needs to cover a Jeva song. She's got
Right.
the girth on the voice. That
She definitely does have that. Yeah, vocal girth of it's got
and the flexibility too. Like she's got the vocal flexibility. Girl, what a surprise! She packs a punch. I like Daniela.
Yeah.
Rita Daniela.
Rita Daniela.
Yeah, I like her.
So is
I like
Rita
her
her
a
first
lot.
name? Is that her artist name or is that her full name?
You know how
Because it's Daniela, can it be?
No, I
That
think
can't
you
be
know.
a surname.
No, because in the Philippines it's similar to Venezuela, where like you have one name and then a middle name and then one surname and then your mom's surname.
Get 4 names.
Yeah, like I
Two
think it's-
surnames, 2 names.
Yeah, that's how it is in the Philippines too.
Right.
So maybe she's just using her two first names
Right.
and not her surnames.
But like you using right, fair enough.
Vale Alejandra, but it's not.
Yeah. But our second names basically the same, just without an O and an A.
It's a female.
Alejandra and then Alejandro.
That's right.
Yeah, anyways, go on.
That's so silly, mom. Why? You know?
Yeah, it's like Pedro, Pedra.
Yeah, Daniela.
Yeah.
Come on, give me a break.
Yeah.
Okay, mom.
She doesn't like it. We make fun of that.
The glare is honest, dude.
It's not. It's not
true.
funny, Mum.
Mommy, I actually love it.
We love our names.
We do love our names.
Please continue to feed us. That's why I've returned.
Don't put me in the dungeon.
Go on.
I'm thinking about it.
Actually, starving there, Mum, as well.
Stop it. Let her be. Cook yourself some food.
Don't know how to.
Okay, who's next? Ooh, alright.
I used to cry myself to sleep at night.
Oh!
But that was all before he came.
These are some vocalists. What's her name? Come on, give me a name.
Yeah, it's Julie, yeah, it's Julie.
San Jose, yes. I definitely didn't recognize her.
Yeah,
Why?
the fringe.
I don't.
Unless she's had the fringe before, but
I don't-
she looked particularly different there. But that's what I was going to say. Yeah, I think that's Julie. Yeah.
Okay.
So the voice, not just the look.
That's what the gates of heaven sound like when they open. Girls, breathe. Gosh, what? Wow.
All at once, I finally took a moment and realized that
Oh, she's so Disney.
I'm not coming back. And it finally hit
Nada.
me all at
Prescillas.
once.
Prescillas.
Ever since I met you, you're the only love I know. And I can't forget you, though I must face it all alone.
God damn, dude.
All at once, I'm drifting on the lonely sea.
come back to me. And it hurts me more every night. So much more than it shows.
Wow. Her sustained quality is amazing throughout the whole piece.
So much tension in that minute and a bit.
Yeah, that's what's quite
What?
impressive about her, Hannah. She has sustained quality throughout the whole piece of such difficult tension and such. I don't mean it's sustained in the note sense. I mean it's sustained in the what would you call it? She prevailed the quality maintained throughout the whole piece.
And tension in a good sense of the word, because this is the type of songs that require a lot of repeated high notes, but and because of the repetition and obviously the freaking key change that everybody's getting. Why everybody's getting a key change? My God.
Power September, dog.
What the hell?
That's what they mean by that now.
Maybe
I know.
it's
Power vocals.
power. No, altos, because they're all altos.
Basically, yeah.
What the hell? Up to this point, they all have been altos.
That's 3 out of 6 altos.
Oh my God.
You don't really get that, really.
No,
Especially
you
not on
don't.
Queendom sort of thing. Because
It's all about being
it's like
a
belters,
soprano, right?
sopranos, yeah.
Yeah.
usually.
Wow, my God, I am
Craziest thing is
highly-
he's a mezzo, someone can kind of do both. But
still, being
Rarely
a
you
mezzo, still being a mezzo takes away your advantages of finding really nice low. Really nice low.
but that's like the craziest you see in this kind of like medleys of things. Usually they what would you call it? They play a setup. You know,
yeah,
the
it's like
singer
choose
setup.
your fighter.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Hey, they chose power, but they chose like
Girth.
they chose
Body.
heavyweights. Like
Yeah.
that's what it feels like.
This is the big leagues, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Like they didn't come here to play. This is live.
Yeah.
God, goodness, that
She's very impressive. Hannah was very impressive. They were
all of them.
all of them so far. Julie, I like Julie a lot because
Julianne.
Julianne, I see her. I mean, I'm interested. I don't know much about her original music, but the covers that she has done that we're familiar with,
Yeah.
I find myself listening to them more than a lot of covers that we've checked out from any
True,
other ones.
correct.
She does have that texture in her voice that I really like.
It's so freaking full. You feel warm and fuzzy in the inside when you
Yeah,
hear
it's really
them
attractive
sing.
to
Yeah.
the ear. That sort of sound, at least to mine. Anyways, go on.
I think that's what natural altos
Create.
ignite on people.
Yeah, but she's quite like she has a vintage feel, odd vintage, and even her
She's very
look is quite
jazzy,
like
but
yeah. I'd love for her to sort of
explore more of that old school jazz stuff.
or alternative jazz.
Nice.
Yeah, so
right?
kind of the take on like a Jebba-ish for music, not for vocals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Great point.
Can you tell we're Jebba fans?
Is all they'll share. You got your family and I.
Woo. You see, everybody's an alto here. What the hell?
That's
being last on your lips.
yeah. Someone sent me a video of her.
No other
Gabriel.
is gonna do.
Girl, God.
So I'm saving all my love for you.
Mama singing along.
You used to tell me they're coming together.
Let's go.
Love gives you the right to
Jessica.
Go, Jessica, go.
free. You said be patient, just wait a little longer. But that's just an omen.
She's a mezzo. You hear that? You hear the difference?
She's the only.
No other one.
You see both here.
Love you more. Tonight is the night that I'm feeling alright. You'll be making love the whole night through. So I'm saving all my love, and I'm saving all my love, and I'm saving all my
Peachy, why? Bro, where are we going?
saving all my love.
my god, they did it! What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Remember in the rain, the nights we almost lost it.
God damn, who is this woman?
Now we can take the night into tomorrow.
Turn up.
Living on feeling.
Aisel Santos Zambrano.
Touching you, I feel it all again.
I think we've heard her sing before.
I think so too.
Have it all.
Oh my god.
So mature.
When lovers all we had was giving. The ride with you was the fall, my friend. Loving you makes life worth living.
She makes life worth living.
Do we almost have it all? The nights we had on to the morning. You know, you never love. Now where we go again? Till we almost have it
Oh, and she smiles through that.
Woo! Holy guacamole, dude. That's pretty outrageous, dude.
Oh my god.
There's so many moments there, but it's so tense, man, because you don't know if they're gonna be able to make it. It's not like you doubt their capability. I mean, some of them I don't know them, so I have no idea. But it's like Jesus, dude. What the
Aisel.
god
God.
damn, dude?
What the freaking hell? What a way to close that show, huh?
What is it you said?
my God.
She does make life worth living. Definitely.
She does.
mate.
Like, my god, I want to
You
see
need
her
a reason.
live.
Search this woman up.
Oh my
Listen to her music.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, and there's so many moments of that. This could have flopped so hard. But it's just one of the
Wow.
best
No,
vocal
the thing-
arrangements I think I've seen in a good while.
Like the thing is though, when you pile up power vocalists.
I'm broken, bro.
Yeah, I
My
know,
brain is
right?
just
Like,
gone.
but it's just new standards have been reached. New unrealistic standard unlocked.
Yeah,
like
it's-
what?
Because this isn't normal. That's the thing. Like,
Okay, just to put it into perspective, think about the most iconic moments of power vocalists coming together, and then letting them get along with each other. It's never a great idea. It's like never, ever
It's a bit
a
much,
good
yeah.
idea. It's always oversung. It's always trying to shut the other person up. It's all about who can do the best run, and oh, how many key changes can I do? And then in this particular case, right, it's all very extra. Don't get me wrong. Everything is freaking up to the gills. Like, there's no simplicity from anywhere. Like, from the set, from the styling, from the choice of songs, from the arrangements of the song. Everything is extra. But what a great balance! How did they find balance in such extreme? Like, what? How?
yeah, that's so impressive, dude.
Okay, I am
That is so impressive. Like,
disturbedly obsessed,
that is mad.
impressed by this performance.
That
Goodness gracious.
is proper mad. That is.
What? I have no words. I lost my brain. I don't know. Yeah. What? Oh.
you put Regine Velasquez and Velasquez comes up.
No, it's just because it's my user.
Clouds across. Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well,
Ladies
people,
and gentlemen.
I think that's the end. Because
What the fuck?
what else can it be any better? Like, yeah.
To be fair though, I want to be completely honest here.
Go, please do.
This is the type of music we listen to the most.
This, yeah.
Hey darling, how you doing? This is the type of shit we like to listen to a lot. Look at that beautiful woman with an even better voice. Yeah, it's that's the type of music we listen to a lot. Power vocals in the house, they aren't the most popular thing actually, because it's like the thing that we all have to be able to enjoy. Mother isn't the biggest power vocalist fan. That's why when we enjoy singers like this, I'm impressed that she sort of likes them and she enjoys and she stands the whole podcast with us and stuff like that. Father's definitely a power vocalist lover. I mean, Mariah Carey, Regine Velasquez, you name it.
He loves a good Beyonce song.
Beyonce,
Jesse's J,
Alicia Keys, Jess J.
Yeah.
Big fans of all of those. So with him, it's a bit easier to sort of discuss the type of music.
Definitely.
But this is the happy middle ground we all find.
Melody is king.
Yeah.
It's paramount, I think. Yeah.
Especially in the house, in a house of music. But we are kind of saturated a lot of the time. I mean, we check out music from all over the world. So, and also we perform, and mother's there, father's there. So this type of music really puts you at ease.
Yeah, but I have to be honest. What a performance! Talk about that whole podcast. The discovery of new names has been absolutely outstanding. The reassurance of some of the names that are already established in the industry, like
yeah, it's so really impressed me. Julie also, Julian
San Jose,
really impressive.
Girl, what on the earth? But then that is yeah, dude.
Rita
Daniela was insane.
Lots of attitude, lots of personality, very memorable. Definitely from that performance where you could forget someone's face because everyone else was so good.
Yeah.
So very impressive. I think also this is the opportunity we get to. It's another excuse that we get to enjoy some of our favorite artists as well.
Yeah.
Some of our friends. Luckily now, thanks to you guys that you've introduced us to all these guys. I do mean the thing about the Lea Salonga concert. I would love to meet some of you guys. I would love to be there and involved in some manner. So if you're going, do let us know. We still don't know, confirmed. We haven't spoken to anyone. If anything, we'll just get tickets. Just go. You know what I mean? Just like
Go
a normal,
enjoy the show.
Yeah, normal.
Why not, right? I would love to do that actually because that's.
It's also no stress and no pressure. The only thing with like being invited to events like that is like you kind of expect it to
do work.
Not only to work, but like you expect to like be like entertaining and all that stuff. You know what I mean? And
I just personally, whether it's for work or whether it's to cover the show or whether it's to just
it's a
go
privilege
sit down
anyways. I'm not
yeah.
saying like I'm fucking complaining.
No, whether you do it's just to sit down and watch it. I think that's one of the
It's a must.
Yeah,
You've never done it, right? You've never seen Lea
I've
live?
never seen Lea live.
Yeah,
No.
we definitely will go. I think you owe it to yourself, and I owe
think
it
so,
to.
too.
I want to meet some of you guys.
Yes, I would love to meet some of you too.
It's in the Royal Albert Hall, I think.
Ooh, gala and all that.
Apart from that, it's
Don't forget to tune in this Sunday.
yeah.
Yes, at 12 p.m. UK time, where we'll be joined by the amazing, super talented Anna Mori. I'm really excited to share this podcast with you
Rooting for
guys.
her.
Yes, because I think she has some of the most interesting takes in modern pop and alternative mixture of stuff. New wave. She's awesome.
And her father and mother gave her like 5 years to make it work, right? Like
So let's help her make it work.
Yes, she just had a great performance on Wish. She loves doing music, so she's good. Apart from that, guys, tune in 12 p.m. UK time, Feature for the Plus, and I'll leave you with none other than Regine.
me.